Do I feel good today? And my heart is full. What's good, universe? Welcome in to your sports and sports betting brand of record. We like to call it Driving the Line. We're here live every single weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, also on the weekends on demand, because that's just what AB does. Now, before we even get started, the chat is already popping. We have our very first, I believe, DTL baby in the house. Send out a congrats to Pat, 10 pounds, 3 ounces. And he took the time to come in and let us know while they're at the hospital getting it done. Pat, this show is for you, the fam, the little one. We're dedicating it to you. Now, yesterday, it's a very light day. We're talking the beginning of June. It is June 4th right now. But Charles getting it done again. A goal in the 91st minute, I think, to cash that. And then the Orioles and Blue Jays over 7.5. That cashed easy last night as well. But while every other show, every other brand is like kind of retooling, we continue to grind. We continue to get better. We continue to listen to all of you. And let's bring in my partner, the man I cannot do it without. And yesterday was a little banana land. But when we have a plus money ticket, AB, on the Florida Gators coming through for you last. Oh, wait a second. Look at the baby face. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. Yeah, I feel like I was born yesterday, too. Shave, finally looking appropriate for television here. Yeah, look, thank God that we did take the Florida Gators at plus 150. Saved us on that ECU debacle. My goodness, man. I'll tell you what, though. ECU lets Evansville win the regional. Wow. And Evansville, great story. Now you get Tennessee. Good luck with it, buddy.
I wonder what the overs are going to be in those. Well, let's be honest. It's going to be a 2-game series.
Oh, yeah. Well, it should be. And I'll say this, too. I was hopeful that we would be able to do the college baseball show today, but no books have odds yet. So we're going to have to do it Wednesday. So apologies on that one, but we'll go live. Don't worry about that one. We'll do it live Wednesday.
All right. As long as you turn on your notifications, then every time AB starts anything, you'll get notified and you can catch that incredible content. Now, later today, we do have DTL Golf at 3 p.m. Eastern time as we get set for the next signature event, the Memorial at Jack's Place. Can't wait for that. And also, AB, I got some feedback yesterday because we were starting to have meetings and have a good time really growing the show. And the feedback I got was, I love how you incorporate Howie Schwab still into the show. That was one of the nuggets I got yesterday, which made me feel absolutely amazing. So, with that being said, what are our selections today for the Howie Schwab crew play of the day?
I love that, right? And we're going to keep Howie here forever. We're always going to remember our buddy. We're going Major League Baseball again. All right, we're going to play overs. The crew nailed it. Give a shout out to the crew yesterday. They went with the Reds Rockies over 10.5. So we're going to go Dodgers Pirates over 8, Braves Red Sox over 8, Mets Nationals over 8.5, and the Reds Rockies again at the launch pad over 10.5. The crew crushed it yesterday. Well done.
Absolutely crushed it. That cashed, I think, in like the 6th inning, 5th or 6th inning yesterday. Yep. I really like that. Crew, you guys are picking yourselves up. We absolutely love it. But we got the best crew in the game, and Tuesdays are very, very busy for us. Or AB, if you don't mind, it is now time for the picks. Starting to wonder if maybe we should rename this the Charles 15 seconds, because once again, my man is 2-0. And as you guys know, whoever has the best take gets the first 15 seconds of the show. So Charles, good morning once again. You get the 15 seconds.
Morning, Coach, crew, chat. Yeah, it wasn't easy, though. We got 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, and Harry Kane right at the doorstep. So, pleased to get that. Hopefully it's a little bit easier today. We're having some bad weather again in Louisiana. It just doesn't stop. It's just day after day after day. It's just brutal here. So my apologies if I'm cutting in and out. So, yeah, hopefully it's a lot easier day for us. So best of luck to everyone. Let's keep this week going.
AB, go.
Charles actually lives in the eye of a hurricane, apparently. Like he just lives in it.
It don't stop. It won't stop. It's just every day. I've just never seen nothing like it. It just won't stop.
It's crazy what you have to live with. But as long as those green check marks just keep on coming, hey, We're good with you, Charles. We'll get. By the way, you look very lit today. You look very nice today, Charles. Look at you. Look at
He
you.
looks good. He looks good. And
looks
Coach,
great.
we want Charles to be safe. We want him to be safe, obviously. But the good part about it is that we can now bet on the weather on the show. We've always wanted to be able to bet on the weather. Now we
can do it now. We can do it now. Now, as John said in the chat, best beard in the game. You're damn right. We call him Soupy. Soupy. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, crew. Good morning to Husky Nation. We are on to the Super Regionals against some others that said maybe Oklahoma's going to pull it out last night.
Wow. I didn't even know UConn had a baseball team, but yet here you are. You are. Now, this man never stops working. He's our numbers guy for a reason. Can't do it without him. Rafael Esparza. Good morning, Rafael.
Good morning, crew. Good morning, everyone else, besides if you're not watching this right now live. But AB, Tennessee minus 850 against the Purple Aces, and Florida State minus $3 against your Huskies. Books will be rolling them out probably, I would think, in the next 10, 15 minutes. I try to come prepared on the show just to give AB a nice smile so he can enjoy the show. So if you have any numbers, I got them in front of me. So just put them in the chat and I will type them in as quickly as I can. And I have put odds on weather before. I do it every year. Who will snow on Christmas and stuff like that. So I do weather odds all the time.
So first off, shout out to Rafael for having those numbers. Number two, wasn't hammering the books. I mean, literally the regionals ended last night. You know what I mean? So it's like we're not like demanding that they come out. And number three, shout out to Rafael on betting on the weather because Enron did that and they all went to prison. So, yeah.
Won't you bail me out?
All right. So on those nights, let's jump right in because we got a lot to get to here on Tuesday, June 4th. It's crazy that we're into the month of June, and we've got friendlies before we have the big European championships that we're going to have picks every single day for. I cannot wait. But to pick the friendlies takes a very special person. So, Charles, I want both of these together, please, today, sir. Start us off.
Portugal versus Finland. We're going to keep riding this friendly train. Portugal are perennial European powers, and at home this year, they are perfect 5-0, averaging 5.2 team goals. So we're going to stick with the same game plan as Monday, back in the dominant squad at home versus a Finland side who is not a part of the Euros field and are willing participants to this beatdown. So Portugal team total over 2.5, as I can see another 3-0 or 4-0 type final score. And as always, odds are courtesy of BetMGM.
Absolutely. Did you give me the Austria-Serbia pick? Did I miss that? I was writing a note down. Can you hear me, Charles?
He's gone.
I think. Are you good, Charles?
No, if we wanted to split that one, Coach, I could go right into that one as well.
Please.
I'm going in and out. I'm going in. Let me leave and come right back in.
Okay, how about we do that?
Let me leave and come right back in.
Smooth start to the show today. I absolutely love it. All right, Subi, let me come over to you because you are starting to throw the chat into a tizzy. They love to bet against you. They love to root against you. But apparently not today. They're all about UConn. They're all about you. So let me come over to you because not only are you focused on baseball, but the WNBA has been all over the news, and not necessarily in a good way. But you like your Connecticut team today. Explain yourself. Give me both. Let me be clear. Give me both, please.
Both. All right. Yeah, let's go with one positive story in the WNBA. The Connecticut Sun 8-0 going against the 0-8 Washington Mystics in the Commissioner's Cup. They are the top defense in the league, while the Mystics are the worst offense in the league, and the Sun are the only team with a 10-plus point differential going against one of the worst teams in the league, the Washington Mystics. So let's see them get a double-digit win today, and let's go to the Diamond. The Royals in the first 5. Seth Lugo, a potential American League Cy Young candidate. He has a 1.72 ERA, 6-0, 0.80 ERA on the road. Even better, 1.50 ERA in the first 5. Going against Tristan McKenzie, a respectable 3.87 ERA, but in his first 5, that ERA is 4.59. So look for him to give up some runs early. Only go with the first 5. Let's see the Royals pick it up really early in this one.
You know, part of the reason I love that we don't talk before the show as far as our picks are concerned are for moments like this, because the chat, they love your Royals play. I don't love your Royals play, which is why I'm going with the Guardians in the full game. So we both could technically cash, Soupy.
Yeah.
But the Royals are my squad, just like UConn's your squad. And they have not been playing well. It's about the bats for me more than the pitching. Pitching's great today for the Royals. But the Guardians, if they win today, they'll be 20 games over 500. So I publicly disagree, even though the chat, Soupy, has your back all the way. Now, my other two plays quickly. Mets, Nationals over 8.5. The last 4 games for the Mets, 15-9, 15-19. They have turned into an over machine, and the Nationals are more than happy. Last night, they scored 2 late. If you had the live total of 14.5, you cashed that one as well, which is what I did. So I love the over 8.5, and then the Diamondbacks. A walk-off win last night. They won the last 3 games against the Mets. They're starting to play better, and I only got to lay 20 cents against the Giants, who just got swept by the Yankees and lost last night. I'm going to take the momentum that is the Diamondbacks tonight. So you're going to cash with the coach 3 different times today. Real quick, AB, yesterday I know you were all over it. You were all over college baseball. Have you ever seen, I meant to ask you right after Soupy's pick, have you ever seen a league go from 60 million to over 200 million and all of this positivity and then the negativity that's come with it the last 24 hours?
Never once.
It's great analysis right there from me, AB. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. By the way, I said this last year, and nobody wanted to back me on it when Angel Reese was doing all of this and doing all of this. And now yesterday, she's claiming it's not just Caitlin Clark, but it's her. And it's that one game that has caused the productivity and the positivity in the WNBA. So apparently it's just one game. Oh, some of these quotes and some of the stuff is just a nightmare to me. All right, so we've got Soupy. We've got Charles, sort of. So, Raphael, let me come over to you because you're like, you're our sounding board. You're the one that we can come to. Everything's just like this. What do you like today, big boy?
Well, first of all, Soupy with the best beard in the game, moving numbers right now because that's one moving to 13 now. So I would say hurry up and grab that number. I would not be shocked if it moves to 13.5 or 14. But Soupy moving numbers this morning. I love it. But I'm going to go with mine, New York Liberty, Chicago Sky. Both teams to score over 76.5. Laned minus $1.25. Liberty averaging 86 points a game, while Chicago's averaging 79 points a game. I think we're going to see a lot of offense in this one. These two teams played May 23rd, and the Liberty got upset at home by the Sky, 90-81. I think we're going to see the same type of game on that one, so I think it will be a high scoring. Both teams easily hit that 76.5 lane of minus 125.
Oh, I love your Giants play today. It absolutely is in synergy with my Diamondbacks play. Yes, Raphael?
Yeah, I mean, this Giants offense. First of all, they've lost 5 straight. And in those 5 losses, I think they're only averaging like 2.5 runs per game. They just can't hit. They're probably going to be sellers. And we all know it's the bats in San Francisco all over the place, at home, on the road. They just can't hit late at night. They should move their games to the afternoon because when it goes past 9 o'clock, they just can't hit. So I love this play right here. I think the Giants struggle again. They lose 6 straight, and it continues to go under their team total.
I absolutely love it. I love the analysis today. My guys continue to grind when everybody else does not want to grind. By the way, Goat says, AB, I just want to say thanks. I was golfing yesterday. This past weekend was great. I'm sure everyone's accounts appreciate your college baseball analysis and picks. Goats, we can never read those enough because I'm telling you, in this world, in this space, to get any appreciation is really, really nice. So thank you for that. Now, AB, let me come over to you. We have a brand new premium member shout out. So we have a big week ahead, but we try to keep it day by day, which is very difficult to do. So for you, I know it's incredibly difficult, but where are you headed today, sir?
Let's go to the Major League Baseball Dodgers game. Dodgers Pirates over 8, right? Like, I think that we can keep this thing simple, and I think the Dodgers are going to score some runs. I think the Pirates are going to score some runs. Yes, I understand that the pitching matchup is somewhat difficult here, but really, I don't think so at all. I think that we're going to have runs galore, and especially with the Dodgers playing an East Coast game early here, I think it sets up nicely, not only for their bats, which need to wake up consistently, But the Pirates, I mean, they're just out here having fun, honestly. Like, and I know that sounds like the worst take analysis ever. In baseball, it's not. They're having fun at the plate. They're hitting. They're playing as a team. They're enjoying just being out there with each other, and it shows in the run production. So, yeah, over 8. I don't want to pick who wins the game, but I do want to pick that both teams are going to score here.
I absolutely love that play. Absolutely love that play. When you're playing and having fun and you're in June and there's not a whole lot of pressure, nobody thinks you're going to win, these are the type of plays that you got to find. 15 full slate today. No afternoon baseball. The first game, 6:40 p.m. Eastern time, is the Royals and the Guardians. So it's all evening today, which makes for a very long day, especially if you live in the East Coast. All right, there are a lot of topics that are going to affect the betting world in the coming months. That's what we do also here on the show. So, oh, wait a second. Who just showed up? Look who just showed back up. So, ruining my flow, but I will stop, come back over to Charles, because, Charles, there's another friendly that you were unable to give out that I would love for you to give out right now. Talk to me.
Austria versus Serbia. This match should be more competitive with both teams a part of the Euros field. Austria, they're just a consistent group, scoring an average of 2.6 team goals at home this season, while Serbia, they've become a popular dark horse for most, with the Eagles averaging 1 team goal on the road. This matchup screams both teams scoring based on all the attacking firepower. So we'll go ahead and back both teams to score, Austria versus Serbia.
Absolutely love it. Thank you, Charles. By the way, the first game today at noon Eastern time, I think it's Slovakia. I picked Slovakia minus the 1, I believe, is what I played personally.
Slovenia.
It's a little extra bonus. Slovenia. I laid the goal. Playing them. I think they'll win by 2 or 3 goals. Just a little bonus for, next level cappers, me and you, Charles. You know what I'm talking about. All right, we got a lot to talk about. It's time to educate, entertain. Dave says, is Charles broadcasting from Antarctica today? But sometimes you wonder. But that's remote producing, and that's remote shows. All right, I got the best crew in the game. And, gentlemen, the NFL is always going to be our bread and butter. The NFL is always going to have a topic when there are no other topics. But here's the deal. And, AB, I'm going to start with you. Because Justin Jefferson, he pulled a Kirk Cousins yesterday. Kirk Cousins got $180 million coming off a really bad injury. Justin Jefferson also has been hurt, but he just set a record. 4 years, $140 million, $88 million. So when you look at Justin Jefferson and everybody in the league that you could spend money on and break records, is he your guy?
That's a tough question. So he is, number one, the team had there was no other answer than to pay him, all right? You cannot let that guy go, especially after Cousins is gone. Number 2, though, is interesting because now who's throwing him the ball, right? Like, the quarterback leaving changes this a little bit. Yeah, it's tough because you can't say no because he is arguably the best young wide receiver in the league, right? But I don't know, man. Like, I'm fascinated anytime a quarterback change happens. And look, I believe big in J.J. McCarthy. That's my dude. I was on this show saying he's much better than some of these dudes that would get drafted before him. That's a lot of money, man. But again, you can't let him go. You have to lock him up. There's no other option than to do it. So I know that wasn't a good answer, but it's difficult. That's a lot of money.
No, but I think it's a good answer to kind of leap off the ledge with, because there are certain times, Raphael, where a player is in what I like to call the sweet spot, where you're forced to pay him. You know you got to pay him. You know that if you let him walk out the door, somebody else is going to pay him, and that's the ultimate leverage. But is this record-breaking deal in your mind with all the guys out there? Is it the right play?
No, because last time I checked, wide receivers don't win Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes has won a Super Bowl throwing to guys I can't even know that maybe delivered my pizza last night. So I disregard this. I mean, there's other ways to win a Super Bowl, and it's not a high flyer wide receiver that can dance when he scores. I'm giving it to offensive line. I think right now, offensive linemen are the key to winning Super Bowls more than wide receivers. Look at tight ends are bigger keys to winning Super Bowls. So yeah, you can pay wide receivers all you want, but are they going to win you a ship? And what we've seen back-to-back by Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, you don't need a name running routes to win Super Bowls.
Yeah, Dave says, I just don't feel like you need to spend that kind of money on a receiver, especially when the QB doesn't have any feel for him. And Soupy, that's a great point. When you're bringing in something new and it's kind of going to be a rebuilding year and you spend all of this on one dude who may get hurt on the outside and you got to figure out ways to get him the ball and they could bracket him, it seems like a lot of money. Your take, sir.
But I think it has to be what they needed to do because he is one of the best wide receivers in the game. You're not – how unhappy would you be if you just said, no, we're not going to pay you, we'll let you walk, or we'll trade you, and then he goes somewhere and he wins that championship? So is it the right move? Not necessarily for the bank because, again, we don't know what his connection will be with J.J. McCarthy. And then, in a few years – what are they going to do with Jordan Addison? He was a great replacement when Justin Jefferson got hurt last year, but essentially it was the right move because they do need somebody that is going to be able to catch the ball for JJ McCarthy. And it's been proven how well JJ is. 4,389, which is the most in the first 4 years of a career. So I think they needed him to help J.J. McCarthy as he transitions to the NFL.
AB, go.
Excellent point by Soupy. Having a wide receiver right there to help your rookie quarterback. Also, number two, and understand this, GMs and teams don't do this often, and I'm not saying that the Vikings are, but it is a no-lose contract because, number one, the fan base, no one in that fan base is going to blame anyone for signing him to that deal, okay? Mm-hmm. So if it doesn't work, the fan base is like, we would have done that deal too. So you're not going to catch heat for that. It's not controversial. And number two, Justin Jefferson sells a lot of jerseys, sells a lot of tickets. You know what I mean? So you do get some of that money back. It's a no-lose. They had to do it, and I think Soupy had the best point. If you've got a rookie quarterback, that's who you want helping him. Like that absolutely helps big time.
Yeah, I love that take. Also, Robbie in the chat brings up a really good point because it's always a trickle-down effect whenever somebody sets the record. CD Lamb, he isn't at mandatory minicamp today. Dallas could have worked out his deal before JJ. Now they will have to overpay. CD, that would be my answer. Would be CD Lamb would be the guy that's worth this to me because he's physical. He gets inside, and I'm not saying JJ doesn't do that, but not like CD Lamb. So CD Lamb's going to get more than this. $35 million a year. Wow. Now, we know this is a sports and sports betting brand as we continue to grow, evolve, and change. And AB, another player, make sure I say his name correctly, Tusapedo Marsano is facing a lifetime ban in Major League Baseball because it has come to their attention that he bet when he was with the Pirates a year ago. We're now starting to see these stories more and more. We just had an NBA player, lifetime ban. Which league in your mind is having a bigger issue or will have a bigger issue when it comes to betting? Because these stories are coming more and more frequently.
Baseball is always going to get the most attention because of Pete Rose, right? Like you're always like betting on baseball. It's just been in the nomenclature here for a while. Yeah, like I'm going to go baseball. Now, two things real quick. Number one, professional sports are having a much larger problem than college players are, which is very surprising. Look, yes, I understand that they have money, but it's not like college players don't have money. You know what I mean? And like, we're not seeing this out of college football players, out of college basketball players. So shout out to all of them and the schools that are doing everything that they can to make sure that the players know that it is a no, you cannot do it. But I want professional players to understand these books are smarter than you, man. They have technology that the government doesn't have. They will find out. They'll find out if you're betting on teams, if you're betting in your facilities, all of that. But the answer is baseball because it has just been around for so long thanks to Pete Rose. It'll always get the attention first.
And that's how this guy got busted. A sports book turned him in. I don't know why they think that, oh, it's my name on that credit card. They're not going to catch me. Or I go through a buddy, they're not going to catch me. I mean, David Fletcher. I love David Fletcher. He just got busted with playing with the same bookie that Shohei's guy did out here in Orange County. It's bananas what these guys are doing, Raphael, and you've been around this business for a very long time, intimately with big-time players. Why do you think, A, we're having an issue with pros doing it, and which league is having a bigger issue right now, in your opinion?
I just love how the people across the pond in England are probably laughing at us because they've been going through this for 10, 15, 20 years with gambling over there. But I'm going to take a step backwards and say the NFL. Let's face it, the NFL is more powerful than Major League Baseball. Yes, Pete Rose and the Chicago White Sox scandal will always be up front. But if NFL has any more of that, I think it just overshadows every other sport. So I agree. Major League Baseball will probably have more, I think, players. But I think football, if someone else gets busted in football, it's going to be more mainstream because it's the almighty NFL that we have to hear about 365 days a year. So I think the NFL is probably going to be a little bit more of a watchdog than Major League Baseball. And to take another step backwards, yes, the college kids have not been getting busted and stuff like that, but I can guarantee you there's probably at least 10 bookies in every college campus that these college kids are betting. They're just not signing up on apps and doing it. They're doing it, trust me, because I used to be in that campus asking those kids, hey, you going on a $20 parlay on tonight's game?
That's the crazy part is that college kids, and I've always said this, how come more college kids don't blab about getting paid before NIL? They've been great about keeping their mouths shut over the years. Great about it. It's bananas. Soupy, I don't know if you felt that little wave of emotion about your nemesis right on time, 27 minutes into the show, and DG is now into the chat. If you have any questions for him, member of the crew, put them in there. He'll answer them for you in real time. Apparently, Soupy, he had to get a rental car this morning. Thank you for sharing all of that with us, DG.
But Soupy, sleep better tonight.
Yeah, exactly. As I come over to you, there's so many different reasons for this, and as we move forward, it's going to become a bigger and bigger issue. But who has the biggest issue right now in your mind?
I definitely think it's the NFL because you saw Calvin Ridley just a couple of years ago got banned for an entire year. You saw Jameson Williams get banned for I think it was believed 6 games, along with several other players on the Lions. And we're not talking about it yet because it happened in the offseason. But Keyshawn Boutique bet 5,000 games or something like that when he was at LSU. So like Raphael said, it's going to be more prominent when it happens in the NFL. And we have to remember too, that we talk about sports betting a lot. Sports betting looks like it is the mega power of everything in sports, but PAPS has only been repealed since 2018. So that's 6 years. So we're fairly new into this whole sports betting landscape being as huge as it is. So it is going to take it. So now when it happens, it's just so shocking, but we're going to see it more and more now as sports betting just gets even bigger than it is. So I don't think it's going to be as shocking anymore. But again, it's happening to a lot of players who aren't getting paid much because this guy from the Padres, he's been playing since 2016. He's only accumulated $2 million in his whole career. So that's what we have to look at. And I think just the leagues are going to have to just say, hey, it happens. And then you ban those players as it happens.
Maybe. Go. And then Raphael.
Can I just say that, and look, I don't wish betting losses on anybody, but you have players for these teams that they're betting on and they still lose. I want everyone to know that this industry is difficult. It is hard. So when we're hammering down and beating players that are on these teams, do you want to do the work?
I can't,
Raphael, go.
I can't follow that. But the 2 biggest sports that have the 2 biggest betting scandals in the world, it's not football, it's not baseball, it's not basketball, it's tennis and soccer. Tennis has the worst betting scandals in the world when it comes to betting scandals and arrests and fixed matches. So yes, as Soupy said is correct. We're young into this, but if you go back and see what England and Ireland all had to do, we're way behind on our betting scandals. We need more to try to compete with soccer and tennis and croquet and all those stuff that they do over there. So it's cricket. Cricket has a lot of betting scandals. So we're not even close to what's over there. Look at the big picture overall and not just be here in the States.
I laugh, Raphael, because during my WWE days, which was 1999 to 2008, 10 full years, we used to go internationally for 30 to 50 days a year. And betting was normal. You walk into the corner and you can make a bet and walk out. I laugh every time. Oh, man, this is great. I can do it at the golf tournament. I can do it here. I can do it there. We're so far behind the rest of the world. It's absolutely bananas. By the way, did anybody see that that official who officiated a soccer game and then he was celebrating with the winning team after the game? That's an issue. That's an issue. And we're betting on these games.
Yeah, buddy, wait until you get to the parking lot. What are you doing?
Really? I was like, what are you? He's got the trophy. He's going.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, we all thought it was weird when he got named MVP. That wasn't good.
That's the line of the day. By the way, Schwan50 says, surprise more golfers don't tank. Interesting.
They bet on the course. They bet on the course, not in the books.
100%. There's not a golfer out there that doesn't bet every single time they walk on the course. Even when they're playing for $1 million, they'll still do little side bets. Some of the stories I can tell you, maybe one of these days I will, but there's some stories I can't tell you that are crazy betting stories. All right, as you can see, it is just across the bottom of the hour. And for a lot of you who are unable to make it at 10 a.m., we got you covered as well. It's time for the whip around. Big Cheesy said, I heard the announcers have action on the course. I mean, some could. Not me, but some could. All right. Charles, we were just talking about that that official the other day that was celebrating with that team. And I know this is your bread and butter. Do you think soccer has an issue when it comes to betting?
It's been having an issue, Coach, and VAR has only compounded it. So I've seen so many crazy stories. Juventus won the league. Then they found out that it was a scandal. They wiped out their whole league. They were suspended for like 2 seasons. So, yeah, and that official gave 2 red cards, and then at the 15th minute of extra time, he handed out a penalty.
Wow.
Go ahead, secure that win.
Yeah, make sure we get that locked and loaded. All right, it's that time of the day we like to have a little bit of fun because sports betting, it can be and should be fun. So here are our choices today. Marcell Ozuna, Juan Soto of the Yankees, Peter Alonso of the Mets in D.C. in that launching pad, Ellie De La Cruz, one of my favorite players in the league, so exciting, plus 475. And then Rafael Devers, he had a big one to tie the game a couple of days ago at 4-4 before the Tigers went bananas in extra innings, but he's a plus 650. So, Charles, let me come right back over to you. Who's going to go the yard today?
I'm going with Ellie, plus 475. I expect runs in this game. He should get plenty of at-bats on the visiting side as well. So, Ellie De La Cruz, plus 475.
Yeah, you say your name. You say his name like you guys are best friends. Oh, my man, I got you, dog. Raphael, where are we headed?
I'm right back with Charles. They're playing. Cruz is playing in Colorado. The total's now 10.5. I can guarantee you this total will creep back up to what the opening number was at 11. But I'll take the plus 475. I think De La Cruz hits one out in that thin air in Colorado.
All right, so we go to Colorado. Soupy, talk to me.
I'm going with the guy who hit a go-ahead home run in Oracle Park a couple days ago, Juan Soto, and you'll find out why if you are an exclusive crew member.
No, you get more access and more picks if you are a crew member about 30 minutes after the show. We post that over there. AB, talk to me.
I think Marcell Ozuna and Rafael Devers hit one against each other, right? I'm going to go with Devers here, plus 650, but you've got Cutter on the mound as well. Marcell could have a day, but give me Devers, man. Plus 650. That's a really nice number.
It really, really is. Braves and Red Sox, I'm here for it. Can the Braves get off the schneid a little bit as well? All right. If you are new to our program, you're just checking us out, first of all, thank you very much. Also, we have a section of the show right here, right now, where we give you every single pick, one little nugget, 10 seconds or less. So we got 2 on the international friendly pitch today. Charles, start us off.
Portugal, Finland. We're going to grab Portugal team total over 2.5 and Austria versus Serbia, both teams to score.
Make sure you look at the starting times. They're kind of spread out throughout the day. Raphael, you're up.
Both my plays are $1.25 and a juice wire. So give me the Liberty Sky. Both teams to score over 76.5. And in baseball, give me the San Francisco Giants team total under 4.5 because the Giants bats have been silent.
You want WNBA? We give you WNBA. Soupy. Oh, Connecticut Sun. Big favorites tonight. Talk to me.
Oh, yeah, because they are undefeated playing the winless Mystics. Connecticut Sun, only team with a 10-plus point differential this year. And let's take the Royals. First 5, Seth Lugo, 1.50 ERA in the first 5 against Tristan McKenzie, who has a 4.59 ERA in the first 5.
And I agree that on paper, the pitching matchup looks really good for the Royals, my squad. But the Guardians are the hot team, not the Royals. So I'm going to go Guardians on the full game, money line minus 115. Then Mets Nationals over 8.5. The last 4 for the Mets, 19, 15, 9, and 15. Let's sail to that over. And then Diamondbacks. They walked off last night. They won 4 in a row. They're at home. I'm only laying 20 cents. I love Arizona tonight. AB, bring us home.
Let's put some home run balls right up there in all 3 rivers. Let's take Dodgers Pirates over 8 minus 110. This is going to be a really fun game. It might not be the most prolific on the schedule, but I think it could be the most fun.
I agree with you. I agree with you a lot. By the way, before you guys leave today, please hit that like button for me. By the way, Raphael, guess who we are, because you're a part of Behind the Turnbuckle family now. Guess who we're interviewing today? Live today, drops on Friday. Everybody do that for me? Everybody do that for me? You're damn right. The Diamond Cutter, DDP, today. 68 years young. Didn't even become a star till his mid-30s. All of you out there that think that time and age is an issue, join us Behind the Turnbuckle this week. You're going to meet a man who has done so many things. Just get started. Right. All right, gentlemen, well done today. Follow you on social media, prop you up on social media, stay positive. All right? All right. All right, it's time for the closing bell. All right. Oh, the chat's absolutely loving DDP today. All right, the Howie Schwab AB crew play of the day. Can they make it 2 in a row? I believe it'd be 2 in a row. Talk to me.
They can make it 2 in a row, and they're going right back to the well with the same game. Reds Rockies over 10.5. The launch pad. All right, it's open for business. We talk about the no-fly zone in the fall. Yeah, look, the runway is here.
Oh God, I cannot wait for the no-fly zone to come back. I cannot wait. We're just like
we got a lot of
3
rookies
months
we're
away.
going to pick on. A lot of rookies we're going to pick on.
Oh man, it's going to be awesome. DTL After Dark 3 nights a week with my man AB, Raphael, the whole crew. We're ramping it up. We got 3 months to stack that cash. That's what we're calling the next 3 months. It's cash stacking time. AB, as always, you're the man. Appreciate you. Follow my man on social media. Turn on your notifications because he's got stuff coming at you all the time. Also, do not forget today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, DTL Golf with me, Steve Scott, Fast Eddie, my man RD's playing in a PGA Champions Tour event today. So let's wish him the best of luck as well. And I believe that's all the damage that we can do. But I'm telling you right now, these are the hardest days to get through. I know how you're feeling. We're feeling it too. But you grind, you stay focused. And if you just win just a little bit, that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask. We don't get greedy. So now it's time for all of you to go out into the world. Time for you to pay it forward. Be kind to one another. Be honest with each other. That's the only way that this thing can work. And we all do it together and understand this. There's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My entire crew, Lobo, my man from the Dirty Charles, my numbers guy, Raphael, best beard in the game, Soupy, my man AB, who grinds like nobody else grinds, and never forget about producer man. Always behind the scenes of making the show look like $1 million. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here every single day at Driving the Line. Good luck.